Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. This is Rachel Energy and you're watching Personal Beauty. Today, what I prepared is, since we have the makeup look and we did our skincare and everything, why not do a fashion look that's also going to suit the spring weather? There are different weathers. So starting off in the morning, it's going to be very cold, very chilly, so you will need something thick like a jacket. But then in the morning and once the afternoon passes, it's going to be very hot and you may even want something that's short sleeved, like it's that hot. But then once it becomes evening and the sun sets, then it gets a bit more chillier, and then at night, that's when it gets cold again. So what I would say is, for Korean spring fashion, layers is always key. And thankfully, layers are sort of the trend right now in fashion. So you can utilize basic pieces and create a different look. So starting off with my first outfit that I'm currently wearing, as you can see, I have incorporated a long white sleeve t-shirt. However, the current trend right now, not only just in Korea, but overseas, is to wear jeans under dresses. So I've sort of incorporated that kind of style, but I styled like a tee inside, so it has that like layered look that's giving off a bit of a casual but also sort of chic type of look. And I've incorporated jeans that are just a bit of a wider legged, because apparently skinny jeans are out and our pant legs have gotten so much wider. So I've sort of had that kind of style on. But if I go out like this in the morning or at night, it'll be too cold. So I'm going to style it with a jacket. And thankfully, this kind of style of jacket is trending. So if you add this, then it'll also add on to the whole layered look as well. And it'll also give me a bit of style and a bit of structure as well. So what do you think? Of course, we can't just go out like this. We would need to accessorize. And I have accessorized with just like jewelry, but of course we need a bag. And I'm going to go with this type of bag because I have jeans on. So having like a jean mini bag is sort of, it'll add to the look. And since I am currently wearing a leather jacket, it'll have a nice contrast and it'll also have a more of a casual look as well. This is my second look. So it's more of like a comfortable but also a chic type of style that's very in these days, and it's called the Y2K style, basically. So fashion usually comes and goes, and this is apparently what they wore back in the 2000s, but make it more of like 2025. And as you can see, it's more of like a low-rise type of jeans, but not too low-rise, because apparently in the 2000s, low-rise was considered not cool or something. And these are called parachute pants. Sort of like, the parachute in which you fly in. So parachute pants, but also add in a cropped type of style, and also add in a bit of layered as well, because if you add in this layer, then it'll make a white tee a bit more cool. So like I said, layering is also good, but sometimes there are even pieces in which there are already layered, like so. And if you add in this sort of like cropped top with a slouchy type of cargo style, then it's very comfortable and it's also chic at the same time. I'm going for a more comfortable type of style. I'm going to add in a big bag as well. This big bag is not just a regular bag, but it's more of like a slouchy style. So it's going to add in a bit of more comfort to the style as well, like so. If you put in different types of earrings, instead of small hoops like mine, if you add in something that's a bit bigger or maybe a bit more fancier, then it looks like you put in more style and a bit more effort. So depending on how you accessorize basics, it'll sort of elevate your style in a way. And of course, you can add in different types of shoes. You can add in a pop of color depending on your liking. It's very comfortable, but also chic, and it's also giving Y2K. So what do you think of my second outfit? Now for my next outfit, I'm wearing an all black type of outfit. And I'm pretty sure you've seen memes and YouTube videos and whatever online saying that everyone in Korea, especially in Seoul, wears black. Well, I'm not saying that's not true, but then at the same time, black tends to be my favorite color, and also black tends to be everyone's, go-to color, basically. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of people in Korea, try to keep everything very simple and a bit more monotoned in a way. And what do you have when it's monotoned? Usually white or black. But which one is more cleaner and which one is less, tiring to take care of? Black. So of course people are going to choose black instead of white. And here you can even just add in a black bag to, just go along with the joke of the Koreans only wear black joke. But then at the same time, if you want to sort of make a different outfit statement, then you can add in some color like this denim, because denim also is in. As you know, denim has been very trending in the 2000s, but now that it's 2025, denim is back in, and you can see lots of old styles coming back, and one of them also happens to be denim. Well, it's just a white tee and jeans. However, we're going to elevate the look into something more spring looking and a bit more cherry blossom. And this kind of lace type of skirt, but not really a skirt because you can't just wear this, is trending. And I'm pretty sure you've seen lots of celebrities and influencers wear this, but it's like a type of accessory in a way, and it's not really a skirt, but sort of like a skirt. So it's great to wear with something like this because it totally adds something to the outfit. And even though it's just like a white shirt and jeans, just adding this piece totally elevates the look and it makes you more stylish. And of course, if you add in something more fun, like a hat, then it'll also elevate the look. And with hats, you can totally have that look of having a smaller head or a smaller face. And what you do is you don't just put it on like this, but if you want to wear your hat, but with your hair down, what the people do these days is sort of like take the hair back behind the ears, tuck it, and then this is how they style it. But if you don't want your hair down and you want it up, then what do? Then I have a style tip for you. And what you do is you take your hair and you put it sort of into like a half bun. You only take half of the hair first, and then it's better if you have two hair ties, but I only have one, but still this can do. What you do is you take half of your hair and you put it to the back and you wear your hat first, okay? And then you just do a low rise bun like so, just any way. And then you pull down the pieces. Then it'll have more of that cool look in a way, because I heard somebody say that this is how the girlies in Korea wear it, and it's supposed to be more slouchy, but then it's supposed to be more fitting for your face, and in a way it sort of creates more of that dimension so that your face will look smaller in a way. So I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, but yeah, this is how they do it. And also, if the wind blows or if you are running or whatever, then since half of your hair is technically tucked inside, it won't go loose and you won't lose your hat as well. So this is also a very convenient way of styling your hat as well. And what I like to do is also just add on sort of a jacket like this, because like I said, the temperature tends to get hotter or colder. So if you just add this can also be a nice accessory as well. And if you get hot later on, you can just put it onto your shoulders like this, and it'll sort of elevate your style and it'll give a cool girl style in a way. And it's good to take pictures in like this. So what do you think of this look? Today, we talked about different types of fashion and the trending styles that are currently popular in Korea and what's in Korean fashion. If you have any ideas, please do not hesitate to write them down in the comments. And if you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next episode. So, bye!